Okay, today we're going to look at calculating the lowest common multiple, LCM, of two numbers. As an example, I'm going to find the lowest common multiple of 6 and 8. I'm going to show you two methods. The first method is simple and works very well for small numbers. The second method is more involved but works well for either small numbers or large numbers. So for the lowest common multiple of 6 and 8, I'm simply going to list the multiples. So I'm going to start with the multiples of 6. The multiples of 6 are an infinitely long list, so I don't know how many I'm going to need. So I'm going to just write a few to start off with. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60. I may not need that many, and I may need more, so I can leave that open to write more. I'm now going to write down the multiples of 8, 16, 24, 32. But at this point, I've already noticed I've got a number which appeared in both lists. That's the common multiple because it appears in both lists, and it's the first one we come across. So that's my lowest common multiple is 24. The second method involves prime factor decomposition or factor trees and a Venn diagram. So I want to work out the lowest common multiple of 24 and 30. So I need to write 24 as a product of its primes. So it's 2 times 12, which in turn is 2 times 6, which is 2 times 3. These are all prime, so 24 equals 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. 30, I'm going to write as 3 and 10. 10 is 2 multiplied by 5. So 30 as a product of prime factors is 2 times 3 times 5. I'm keeping them as lists rather than using indices because it's easier to work with that way. I now need to populate my Venn diagram. So first of all, I'm going to look for numbers that are in both lists. So I've got a 2 and a 3 and a 2 and a 3. So they're going to go into the middle because they're in both lists. Coming back to 24 here, I've used 1, 2 and 1, 3. So I've got 2 2s. So now this circle contains all the prime factors of 24. This circle here must contain all the prime factors of 30. I've already used the 2 and the 3, so I've just got a 5 to put out here. To find the lowest common multiple, what I have to do is multiply all these numbers together. So all the numbers that are in the Venn diagram together. I don't repeat any, I just multiply them all together. So it's 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 5, and I can do this in stages maybe to make it easier. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8, 3 times 5 is 15, and 8 times 15, 8 tens are 80, 8 fives are 40, so that's going to be 120. So the lowest common multiple of 24 and 30 is 120.